Hi guys, so we have an O-level past paper question from the year 2018. This session is May-June. This is question number 9. We'll solve questions on average speed, time, form quadratic equations and solve quadratic equations. So let's start. The question reads, on Monday, Ravi goes on a 20-kilometer run. His average speed for the first 12 kilometers is x kilometers an hour. Write down an expression in terms of x for the time taken for the first 12 kilometers. Give your answer in minutes. Now to calculate time, the formula that you use is distance over speed. The distance in this case is 12 because that's the first half of the journey. And the speed that he takes is x kilometers an hour. But instead of x, you write x over 60 because you're trying to find the number of minutes. When you flip the fraction at the bottom around, it becomes 12 times 60 over x, which eventually becomes 720 over x. That is the time it takes in minutes. So the answer is 720 over x. Let's do the next part. The next part says his average speed for the final 8 kilometers of the run is 1.5 kilometers slower. This word over here is very important. Slower than for the first 12 kilometers. Write an expression in terms of x for the time taken for the final 8 kilometers of the run. Give your answer in minutes. Now, of course, the formula to calculate time is once again distance over speed. But in this case, the distance is 8 and the speed in this case is x minus 1.5. Why is it x minus 1.5? Because the speed is 1.5 kilometer slower than the first 12 kilometers. But you don't write x minus 1.5, you write x minus 1.5 over 60 because you're trying to calculate the time in minutes. Then you do 8 times 60 over x minus 1.5. Let's see what this simplifies to. 8 times 60 gives us 480 over x minus 1.5. This is your final answer. 480 over x minus 1.5. Okay, let's move to the next part. Ravi takes 110 minutes to complete the full 20 kilometers. Form an equation in x and show that it simplifies to 22x squared minus 273x plus 216 equal to 0. That means we have to add the times in this part and they both add up to 110 minutes. So the time in the first part was 720 over x and the time in the second part that he took was 480 over x minus 1.5 and both of them added together should equal to 110. Okay, let's simplify this and let's find what we get. So the LCM of this entire equation on the left is x times x minus 1.5. That means 720 gets multiplied by x and then by 1.5. So 720x minus, what is 720 times 1.5? 720 times 1.5 gives us 1080. So minus 1080 plus 480, sorry, I forgot to write the 0. 480 times x is 480. X equal to 110. Now what do? We cross multiply this. So this entire denominator gets multiplied by the numerator on the other side, on the opposite side. So you get 720 plus 480x. Okay, there's an x over here as well. 720x plus 480x minus 1080 equal to 110 is being multiplied by x square minus 1.5x. Okay, let's simplify this. So this part becomes what is 480, 720 plus 480 gives us 1200. So it's 1200x minus 1080 equal to 110x squared minus what is 110 times 1.5 times 1.5 gives us 165x. Okay, let's take these to the other side. So the equation becomes 110x squared minus 165x minus 1200x plus 1080. Okay, this almost looks like the one at the top is equal to 0. Now what do? We further simplify this. It becomes 110x squared minus, what do we get when we add 165 and 1200? We get 1365. Okay, so it's minus 1365x plus 1080 equal to 0. Let's divide the entire equation by 5 because I see that 5 may be a factor of these numbers. So if I divide both the sides by 5, 0 gets divided by 5 as well. What I end up with is 110 divided by 5, 110 divided by 5 gives me 22x squared. Then 1365 divided by 5 gives me negative 273x. Whoa. 1 second. 273x plus, okay, 1080 divided by 5 gives me 216 equal to 0. So I think this equation is the same as this one right here. Okay, let's move on. The next part of the question says solve the equation 22x square minus 273x plus 216 equal to 0. Show your work and give each answer correct to 2 decimal places. In order to solve this equation, this one right here, let's use the quadratic formula. So QF is equal to negative b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac over 2a. The value of a is 22, the value of b is negative 273, and the value of c is 260. So let's plug these values into the formula. Negative 273 times negative becomes 273 positive plus minus under root negative 273 squared minus 4 times 22 times 216, wow, that's a big number, over 2 times 22, which might become 44, and this is equal to the values of x. So let's simplify this. 273 over 44, and I'm just going to plug the values inside the under root sign in the calculator. So 273 squared minus 4 times 22 times 216 gives me 55,521. Whoa, that's a big number. So I write this as it is, 55521. Okay, let's further solve this. I'll get two values of x. What will the values of x be? Let's write it over here. So x would be equal to, 273 plus under root 55521 divided by 44. One of the values would be 11.6. The other value would be 273 minus under root 55521 divided by 44 would give me 0.85. Okay, let's plug the values over here. So the first value of x was 0.85. I'll write the smaller value first, and the bigger value is 11.6. The next part of the question says, on Friday, Ravi ran the whole 20 kilometers at the same average speed that he ran the final 8 kilometers on Monday. Calculate the time Ravi took to run 20 kilometers on Friday. Give your answer in hours and minutes correct to the nearest minute. Okay. Once again, they've asked us to calculate time, but this time not in terms of x, but in terms of the actual hours and minutes. So he ran the whole 20 kilometers. That means the distance is going to be 20. Then for the final 8 kilometers, his speed was x minus 1.5. Okay, so the value of x that we can choose is from these two values right here. Of course, you won't choose the smaller value because 0.85 minus 1.5 would give you a negative value, and the time cannot be a negative value. So you choose 11, and when you choose 11, you do 11.6 minus 1.5, and let's solve this. What do we get? 20 divided by 11.6 minus 1.5 gives us, whoa, what am I doing? Gives us 1.98 hours. Now we have to convert this into hours and minutes. So of course the 1 is for 1 hour, and the 98 is actually 0.98 times 60, so that we get the minutes. So the minutes become 0.98 times 60. The minutes are going to be 58.8 or 59 minutes. So the final answer is 1 hour and 59 minutes. The working of this entire question is present in the description below for you to download. If you like this video, hit the subscribe button, and thank you so much for watching.